Let's take a look at, I guess we'll take a look at politics. Decent little crowd over there.
So New Perspective dropped a new video. It's freaking hilarious, bro. Absolutely hilarious.
He did a what?
He was debating some kid, and the kid said, he said the atmosphere is in the same reference frame as the rotating Earth. Rest in peace, Coriolis.
Yep.
Coriolis. Do they even argue that still?
Yes. And no at the same time.
Because
Was that the one from earlier, or was that the one with Bacon that Alan posted? So you're talking about the one I just posted today?
Yeah, the one you just posted today. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I got it like 10 minutes in. I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah. At first he's like, I don't know why you guys are arguing atmosphere, and that doesn't. It's the jet engines it's the thrust that makes the plane actually be able to go anywhere. And then later on, when I get to the point where like, wait a minute, they're going to be landing at a different tangential velocity than when they started at, and they only have a considerable momentum of 500 miles per hour. So how are they landing at 1,000 miles an hour? He's like, well, the atmosphere. And then he started arguing for the atmosphere after starting out saying that doesn't have anything to do with it. So funny.
Classic.
They're stuck between a atmosphere and a jet engine.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're such freaking Fundy zealots, dude. They try to argue both positions at the same time. Yep. It's literally just so hilarious to me. Yeah, they have to, or concede. Like, that's their only other option.
Yep.
And then, like, they're going to pretend like you don't notice. I mean, like,
no, dude, they don't notice. They don't even notice what they're doing.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. It's like they're so convinced it's a ball that there has to be some answer for it, because planes land all the time. It couldn't be a problem there because it's a ball. But there's a real problem. You'd have to be moving exactly at the same rate eastward with the rotation as planes landing. Treat the Earth as stationary.
Yeah, like where'd you get the extra 500 miles per hour? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, right. And especially if you're going west southwest, like mostly west against the spin, but south towards the equator. If you started with 500 and you get to the equator where you're going against the spin, now you got to imagine that the plane's correcting backwards and sideways, or the atmosphere is pushing it faster backwards than it's propelling forwards. 400 mile per hour cruising speed, it would have to actually gain 500 backwards by the time it gets to the equator.
Look, man, whatever the wind needs to do, it does, because we know the Earth's a ball. There was a guy with sticks a long time ago.
I want to make a skit where like there's a flight instructor and he's got a classroom. They're about to go off for their first flight, and like, oh, there's one thing I didn't mention in all of our training. Now, technically, the Earth is spinning independently of the plane. So you're going to have to make sure, well, actually, you're not going to have to. Just put your faith in the atmosphere. It's going to make your plane actually go sideways twice as fast by the time you get to the equator. But don't worry about that. Just make sure that you don't think about it, because you're going to have to put your faith in this other vector happening that makes your plane go faster sideways, regardless of how fast you're going forward.
It's like the Van Allen belts. It's like the Van Allen belts. They didn't tell them about them, so they weren't a problem.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't go far enough to reach them, remember?
They went through them.
No, an astronaut literally said that. He said that I didn't know about any Van Allen radiation belts. We didn't know about that back then, as if that was an answer.
Right.
Because the question was, how the hell did you get through them in the first place? You should have died of radiation. Well, we didn't know about them back then. Yeah, what's that got to do with anything, man? It's like saying, if I don't know it's fire, I won't get burned. Like,
pretty much, yeah.